Go ahead.
No, it's okay. So when they started doing this, is there's a direct result? Like you can see the increase in celiac disease. You can see. Is this like documented?
Well, no, these are. No, that's not documented.
That's not documented.
But these are
There's a whole range of diseases that are now, that people are that science, different levels of science have linked to glyphosate exposure. Here's the thing: when you litigate, when you're suing somebody for a chemical exposure, you have to go through a threshold called the Daubert hearing. And the Daubert hearing is a hearing that says, is there sufficient science that it's now considered kind of mainstream that we can show this to a jury? And the judge has to make that decision because the judge doesn't want people saying, coming in and saying, loud noises made me crazy.
Right.
There has to be before, and then a good attorney might be able to convince a jury that, my client got crazy because he heard loud noise. So the judge needs to make a threshold decision about whether there's sufficient science to show a jury, and that is a very high threshold. So of all of the diseases that are probably almost certainly caused by glyphosate, the only one to pass that threshold was the case that we bought for non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. So at that point, we had enough rat studies, enough human studies. We had about 10 of each. And we were able to go to the judge and say, we got enough science on this now to show that it's that non-Hodgkin's lymphoma is being caused by glyphosate. So those were the only cases we brought. The other thing, but there are a lot of really interesting studies that show links between injuries to children and the amount of glyphosate in a woman's urine, in the mother's urine.